are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Play action. It's Howell. Otten brings it in over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Howell's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Another throw for Howell. Man open, here is Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches. A really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. Here's White. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal. Howell. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Brevin Jordan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A man who missed all of 2021. This is J.K. Dobbins. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Big strides. Look at him go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
2nd down throw for Howell.
Jones has it, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. That grab another career milestone for him, 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. Now throwing on first down here. It's caught by Mike Evans. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. First down, Howell to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 53 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes it to Jones. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. This one taken in by Otten. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs are back within a score.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 8. Powell.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Powell from the gun.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a give up the middle. This is White. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Powell. He completes it right side to White. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal is to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
But that's caught at the 25. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Akeem Hicks, he would not be denied there. He sticks him for the loss.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jackson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 33. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, this could start getting a little more interesting.
He completes it to Evans. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
First down, here's White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Howell will throw it. And this one's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun on third down, Howell. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Faking the handoff, Howell. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brevin Jordan with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Jackson. And Andrews lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Following the fumble recovery, Powell.
He's got Jordan complete right side.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Brevin Jordan,
33 yards.
and the Bucs have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
He's got him in, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's Lane. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd and a couple. Powell. And this one too low.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell.
Open man has got it. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
Let's go.
Now throwing on first down here. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
Caught by Jones.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They give to White on the option. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now back to the ground game with White.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the foot. Touchdown! Mike Evans, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The slot man in motion right. Another run here with Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. The 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Howell to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here's Howell.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones, 73 yards.
And the Bucs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing, Jackson. Connects with Duvernay. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here's Jackson.
Got a man. It's Brown.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now Jackson.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Jackson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. that sack. It's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They'll look to throw. Able to find Jones. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's back to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive, and this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Working with his second and 4. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On third and 1, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
Again, Jackson. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less. Because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Ravens, the victory